guests. After discovering her passion for wine at Berkeley, she made a bold leap from high-tech marketing to pursue her true calling. Now a consultant with Wine Shop at Home, she seamlessly blends education and entertainment into edutainment, turning ordinary wine tasting into engaging, laughter-filled experiences. Allow me to introduce the extraordinary Betty Kaufman. Through intimate gatherings for up to 15 people, she creates a relaxed, interactive setting where participants can explore new flavors and learn the basics of pairing. She also offers flexible hosting options for wine-themed events, tailoring each party to spark excitement and unforgettable camaraderie. By combining knowledge, humor, and a warm approach, she ensures everyone leaves with not just a taste of good wine, but an experience to remember. When she's not pouring knowledge and good cheer, she devotes time to yoga, reading, traveling, animal welfare, health, and cheering on her favorite sports team. Her joyful, bubbly personality and positive attitude make her a valued member of our BNI chapter, where she's known for building connections and fostering growth among fellow members. Skilled at networking, team building, and guiding others on their wine journey, she's eager to help you host an unforgettable tasting or craft a perfectly personalized experience for your next celebration. I give you Betty Kaufman. The floor is yours.
Oh my God, Thomas, are you unbelievable or what?
I don't know.
You are unbelievable or what? Okay, now let's do the sharing. Hold on. View, presenter view. Oh no, that didn't quite work. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's go share. Desktop. View, presenter view. Can you see it well now? Okay, cool. Okay, today we're
Your
here.
notes. You want to switch your screen.
Okay, how do I do that? How do I do that? No,
You can do swap presenter view.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Swap presenter view. There should be a button. You're on a Mac, right? So I don't really know
Yeah.
on Mac.
Yeah. Is it this one? No, that didn't work. Is it that one? No, that didn't work. No, that didn't work. Shoot. You guys, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, click stop sharing, and then share again, and it should come up and ask you what you want to share.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's just share Microsoft PowerPoint. That's gonna be more better. But here, I'm there, but you guys are only saying, you're saying stupid things, right?
We're seeing the presenter view, so
Is that okay?
that's fine.
Click
Yeah.
use slideshow
What?
up at the top. Try clicking use slideshow up at the top left.
Got it. Got it. Got it. But wait.
That did stop sharing though, so maybe that's not going to work.
Share. There.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, now we start. Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about wine and food pairing. Why wine and food pairing? It is the topic I get the most questions about during my wine tastings. So I thought it would be a fun one to cover today. I am going to go over 9 guidelines for wine and food pairing. Very important. They are guidelines. Feel free to violate every single one of them. The more you experiment with wine and food pairing, the more fun you have and the more you learn. So guideline number 1, pair great with great and humble with humble. You've got a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Do you pair it with an expensive Cabernet? No. You have a fabulous hot turkey sandwich. Do you pair it with a pricey Merlot? No. You have a gourmet meal. Do you pair it with an expensive Cabernet or a pricey Merlot? Yes. Okay, great with great, humble with humble. Number 2, pair delicate with delicate and bold with bold. Do you pair a delicate Pinot Noir with a dramatically bold dish like a curry? No. How about a Syrah with a hot, spicy dish? Yes. So, it's just pretty simple stuff, but important, like humble with humble, delicate with delicate. Important to keep in mind. Okay, guideline number 3, do you mirror or contrast? Well, you can do both. Mirroring is where the wine and the food really complement each other, and contrast is where they are the opposite. So I'm going to go through 3 examples of each. For mirroring, Chardonnay with lobster in cream sauce. Woohoo! Sauvignon Blanc with goat cheese salad. Yum. Smoky Syrah with char grilled steak. Oh my God. Contrast, sparkling wine with lobster and cream sauce. Sweet wines like Sauterne with salty cheeses. Semi-dry Riesling with steak au poivre. So what's interesting here is when you mirror, it's always a safe bet. You're always gonna make it work. But mirroring can be a little boring. Contrasting is a heck of a lot more fun because it brings up all kinds of contrasting flavors and experiences. So I highly recommend contrasting. Guideline 4, choose a flexible wine. We have white go-tos and red go-tos. If you're going to a potluck and you have to bring a white, bring a Sauvignon Blanc or a dry Riesling. Why? Well, these wines have cleansing acidity, and wines with this level of acidity leave you wanting to take a bite of food, and after you take a bite of food, you'll want a sip of wine, so it's the perfect seesaw. For reds, it's Chianti or Sangiovese, which is the same wine, just different names for the same wine, or Pinot Noir. Why these wines? Well, they have a lot of fruit and not a lot of tannins, so very food friendly. Okay, word of warning. If you are tasked with bringing a white wine to a potluck, sadly, don't bring a Chardonnay. It is not a flexible wine. It pairs only with a handful of things. Guideline 5, fruity wines pair beautifully with fruity dishes. So let's say you have a gorgeous fruity Gewürztraminer or Muscat, pair it with pork with sauteed apples, roasted chicken with apricot glaze, duck with figs. Fruity wines are just a perfect partner for fruity dishes. Guideline 6, how do you deal with salt? Well, if you're serving a really salty dish, your best bet is a highly acidic wine. So think about smoked salmon with champagne. Champagne has a lot of acidity. That's a perfect combination. Or Parmigiano Reggiano cheese with Chianti. Asian dishes that have soy sauce with Riesling, perfect combinations. Another thing about dealing with salt is combining salt and sweet are a great thing to do. So an Asian dish with soy sauce, pair it with a semi-sweet American Riesling. It's a perfect combination. And then my favorite pairing is Stilton cheese with port. So you've got the saltiness and the beauty of Stilton cheese with port, and it's just a brilliant combination. Okay, guideline 7, high-fat foods go perfectly with high-powered wines. So think of a big, gorgeous steak with a big, gorgeous Cabernet or Merlot. Those beautiful, immense structured wines stand up to the formidableness of the meat. At the same time, the meat's richness and fat serve to soften the impact of the wine's tannins. So a perfect combination. Okay, this I learned the hard way. If you are serving dessert, make sure your wine is sweeter than the dessert. If you don't, the wine tastes dull. Oh my God. I had several experiences with this until I realized the guideline, and now I stick to the guideline because it's a very important guideline. Okay, guideline 9, cheese pairings. We have 4 things to cover here. White wines tend to go best with soft cheeses and stronger flavors. Red wines go best with hard cheeses and milder flavors. The more pungent the cheese, the sweeter the wine should be. And then the last one is an important one. Let's say you're doing a wine and cheese pairing. You got a bunch of cheeses, you got a bunch of wines. The recommendation here is to go with more whites. Why is that? Well, several cheeses leave a layer of fat on the palate that interferes with the flavors in red, rendering the wine bland. You don't want a bland wine when you're doing a wine and cheese pairing. Okay, why are artichokes and asparagus so hard to pair? Well, artichokes have a chemical called cynarin that makes wine taste sweeter. So when you're choosing a wine for artichokes, choose a wine that is unbearably dry. Like you wouldn't drink it on its own, but with artichokes, it's perfect. Or choose a light, crisp, acidic wine. My favorite wine pairing for artichokes is sparkling wine. It's really, really a good bet. Why is asparagus so difficult? Well, asparagus has a high level of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll gives the vegetable its fresh green flavor, but working alongside other acidic compounds can make wine taste metallic or harsh. Eek! That is no fun. You don't want a metallic or harsh wine. So pairing ideas, I've split this between 3 ways to prep your asparagus: barbecued, roasted, or asparagus with hollandaise sauce. Barbecued asparagus, a dry Spanish rosé is brilliant, or a lightly oaked Italian Pinot Blanc or Pinot Bianco. Brilliant combination. Roasted asparagus, again, we go back to the dry Spanish rosé or a Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is perfect with roasted asparagus. And then asparagus with hollandaise sauce, you want to go with a Chardonnay, but not a heavily oaked Chardonnay, a lightly oaked Chardonnay. Okay, if you know people who want to learn more about wine and food pairings, have them host a wine tasting with me. Betty Kaufman, Wine Shop at Home. Thank you so much.